These are my thoughts on the men's USA hockey team winning gold and the events thereafter. My initial reaction was not what I thought it would be. Leading up to the gold game, I was mostly rooting for the men's Canada team for every possible reason, including but not limited to Sidney Crosby, Tom Wilson, and being an American really sucks sometimes. But more genuinely, I personally and truthfully did not give a Marchand's ass about countries or IOCs. My love for hockey and my appreciation for individual players preceded any interest I had in the Olympics as an event by a landslide. Not to mention, I don't even really like competitive sports all that much, and I actually get really sad about it if I think too much about it. That being said, I still understand the significance, not just of the games and the dynamic between the two final teams, but of the gold medal to the men's USA team. And I would have loved to support them wholeheartedly and unabashedly, but I knew what it would mean. Deep down, I knew, and I think we all knew. Rooting for the men's USA team would never just be about a love of hockey or an appreciation for certain players that coincidentally happen to be born on US soil. An affiliation with or affinity for the men's USA team would be inherently and inescapably political. For a brief moment after Jack Hughes scored the golden goal, I was able to blissfully forget that. I forgot all of the valid concerns and proven assumptions that I had stomached leading up to the game. I forgot all of the hope that I had in the men's Canada team. I forgot that having a winner meant also having a loser, and I forgot that the only thing worse than a sore loser is a sore winner. And I forgot what I had always known would inevitably come next, because it is what almost always comes next when American men are involved in almost anything. I forgot. And for that brief moment, I just saw a boy. A boy who loves hockey. A boy who was raised by parents who love hockey, by a mom who loves hockey. I saw a boy who just shot an absolutely lethal winning goal and was over the moon about it. I saw a kid, and I wondered if this is what it felt like to watch Sid the Kid score the golden goal in 2010. And I cried. I cried, and I cried, and I cried. Embarrassingly, humiliatingly, and hilariously, I cried. Because a 24-year-old kid just scored the golden goal in 2026 and won the men's USA hockey team a gold medal for the first time in 46 years. Because it was an absolutely stunning game on both sides. Because the team was so contagiously happy and proud of each other and proud of themselves. Because Sid was dressed and present with his team for what very well could be the last Olympics of his career. Because Gaudreau's legacy and family were honored. And because Men's Canada didn't win, but Men's USA did. And for a brief, beautiful moment, hockey was the most beautiful thing in the world, and it felt fantastic. And then it hurt. It hurt to be proud of them, to want to be proud of them, while knowing that I will never be able to be proud with them. It felt like watching an ex that you really care about, from a safe distance, accomplish something they've always dreamed of, and being genuinely happy for them because you know how much it means to them, and you want them to be happy, and you want them to be proud of their accomplishments, of course. But then you remember that you broke up with them because while they were great, their best friend was horrible. Horrible to you, horrible to everyone. They killed a lot of people, they stole a lot, and they probably shouldn't be allowed within 500 feet of a school for multiple reasons. And your ex refuses to leave them because they've been best friends since they were kids. And they don't confront or even acknowledge their friend's absolutely abhorrent behavior. So you parted ways. And even though you really love them and you care about them and you genuinely want the best for them, you also respect yourself and you respect everyone around you, and you just can no longer associate with them. And it sucks. And it hurt a lot. And it especially hurt when that friend made a comment in poor taste about the women's USA hockey team, who won the same gold medal in the same Olympic arena with the same score against the same IOC 3 days prior. The women's team, who that Golden Boy's mom was a consultant for because she played professional ice hockey in international arenas before women were even allowed to play in the Olympics. And it hurt when that boy laughed, and his brother laughed, and the rest of the room laughed. It just hurt. And sure, some of those laughs were awkward in the way that I have absolutely awkwardly laughed when someone said something unbelievable and I didn't have the guts or the wherewithal to correct them. And sure, maybe some of the people in that room didn't hear him right, or laughed because they felt that they had to, or they didn't laugh at all. And sure, maybe it's just locker room talk. But that is the same excuse that we heard in 2016 when a tape was released of a grossly inappropriate conversation held by that same friend in 2005. 20 years, and we haven't come up with a better excuse, or better yet, corrected the behavior with consequence. Of course not, because the men continue to laugh, and the women continue to hurt, and the men continue to tell the women that they are overreacting instead of ever once thinking that maybe they are underreacting. And sure, it was just a comment in a leaked video, and maybe it seemed inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. But we have to acknowledge the significance, not just of the gold medals, but of the dynamic between the two teams and between men and women. On the ice, in the seats, watching from home, while the PWHL is breaking attendance records, and while women make up 34% of NHL viewership, while 20 out of the 25 men on the men's USA hockey team have wives and girlfriends, while they brought Johnny's wife and daughter onto the ice to celebrate their win in his honor, and then laugh at a joke about the women who won 3 gold medals in half the time it took them to earn 1. And while they didn't make the joke themselves, they have had every opportunity to apologize and to denounce it. And they just haven't. And that hurts. I wish I could still be proud of them. I wish that I could be proud to be an American. I wish they respected American women the way they respect American men.